Every science fiction movie you see shows someone in a house and a panel opens up and there's a whole bunch of vegetation, a completely sustainable garden in their house, and they just pick off a vegetable, they pick off a plant, they eat it. I wanted to bring that to now.
Aqualibrium is an aquaponics system that can be placed in any residential or commercial building.
Aquaponics is a beautiful system that lets you grow fish and plants in a symbiotic relationship where the fish take care of the plants and the plants take care of the fish, and the human gets to enjoy the benefits. I first started getting into aquaponics after learning about the dangers of the modern food production, especially about chemical fertilizers, chemical pesticides, herbicides, and how much of that poison actually ends up being in our food. When I first learned about all those dangers, I wanted to take food production into my hands, be in control of what I eat and the food that I put into my body. Well, as soon as I got my first aquaponics system and it was feeding me, I wanted to share the joy with everybody.
I saw what Binyam was doing down in the Dominican Republic, building aquaponics systems, and I realized that this is something I had to have in my house. And I know that if I felt that way, that there would be lots of other people that felt that way.
Seeing that Josh shared the same excitement, I knew that together we'd be able to deliver it out to the masses.
Josh brought me on because he knew that I was passionate about environmental works and also knew that I had a business background. And I think what's great about this group is we all mesh very well and we bring different things to the table. And when it's three young guys trying to make a company happen, you need to have chemistry, and we certainly have that.
I live in a small apartment in New York City with poor lighting and not a lot of space. So we needed to design something that would take care of all of those concerns while at the same time being really sexy. So we brought on a designer who shared our vision. And our design is based on the concepts of a guy named Jacques Fresco, who was a futurist who designed sustainable cities, a whole new way for humanity to live. Well, the design that we have is a modular system, which means that each piece of the product is identical to the piece that sits above it. Each piece can be used interchangeably, it's easier to manufacture, and it's more cost effective.
The system that we created is half aquarium, half vegetable garden.
At the bottom of the Aqualibrium garden, we have a fish tank. The water periodically cycles up into the grow bed where we have the plants filtering the water for the fish. And it goes back down and the system happens again.
Fish are swimming around, and then they poop, and then the water goes up, and then it feeds the plants, and then it comes back out of there.
The Aqualibrium garden will come fully assembled. It's extremely easy to take apart and put back together. Once it's set up, there's really no maintenance required. You just have to remember to feed your fish.
To me, aquaponics is the future of agriculture because it can be applied anywhere. It's organic. The food tastes better.
It's really good.
It hasn't been infused with chemicals. It hasn't been sprayed with pesticides. It's completely natural and organic. It's as local as it gets. It's sitting in your living room.
We currently have in our prototype a number of pepper plants, a number of eggplant plants. You can grow vegetables to the point where you are sustaining yourself off of what you're growing.
This system essentially pays for itself.
Virtually, it could be set up anywhere. I like to joke around and say that it could be set up on a spaceship, on the moon, or on a submarine.
We need the Kickstarter community because we've created this cost-effective, functional, and beautiful product, but the industrial mold for a product like this is expensive.
Now we have a white prototype.
The final product will be a clear polycarbonate, which will be UV protected and scratch proof. You'll be able to see your garden and also be able to see the fish.
If you click this button to the right, what you'll be able to get is a chance to become part of a company that feels like they can really change the direction of agriculture.
I think people should contribute to this project because it could be a big part of the change.
We're not only trying to make money, we're not only trying to produce products, we're trying to improve the planet, we're trying to make the world a better place, and we really do believe that.
Once we have the industrial mold, the people who contribute on Kickstarter and commit to our campaign will be able to have delivery of the Aqualibrium garden in months.
We want to start the process of getting a garden and getting sustainable food in every home, and with your help, here on Kickstarter, we can start the process now. One person, one garden at a time.